In a world where restful nights often seem like a distant dream, the importance of a peaceful sleep cannot be overstated. As the sun sets and the day draws to a close, many find themselves wrestling with thoughts that make the transition to sleep feel elusive. Among these thoughts, the concern of nighttime awakenings due to a full bladder can be particularly vexing. With years of experience in the field of medicine, there's a profound understanding of how common this issue is and how deeply it can affect one's quality of life. Imagine the simple joy of sinking into bed, the day's worries melting away, only to be jolted back into wakefulness by the urgent need to visit the bathroom. This cycle can not only disrupt precious rest, but also leave lingering feelings of fatigue and frustration that linger into the next day. Acknowledging the shared experiences of many, it becomes crucial to explore how we can address this concern, ultimately aiming for not just a good night's sleep, but also enhanced overall well-being. Understanding the intricacies of our bodies is the first step in tackling any issue. The bladder, a remarkable organ, serves as a reservoir for urine, which is produced continuously by the kidneys. It neatly stores this waste until the signals in our bodies prompt us to release it. However, many factors can influence how effectively the bladder does its job, and how we manage our nocturnal urinary habits plays a significant role in our sleep quality. Many individuals experience frustration over frequent nighttime awakenings, keenly aware that those interruptions can impact their daily lives. They may wonder if there is a way to reclaim their peaceful nights and, by extension, their overall health. As we embark on this journey together, the aim is to introduce simple yet effective exercises that enhance bladder health and promote relaxation before sleep. These exercises are designed to help individuals gain better control over their bodies and mind, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling nighttime routine. The beauty of these practices lies not only in their immediate benefits, but also in the lasting impact they have on nurturing a healthier relationship with one of the most essential aspects of well-being, sleep. The path to a restful night begins with understanding, a little practice, and a commitment to self-care that can transform the way we experience our nights. Together, let's explore how these simple adjustments can pave the way for deeper rest and rejuvenation. As we delve deeper into the realm of sleep and bladder health, it's important to recognize the intricate relationship between lifestyle choices and our well-being. The choices we make throughout the day resonate beyond the hours of sunlight, cascading into the stillness of our nights. Consider the impact of hydration, for instance. While our bodies require a certain amount of water to function optimally, timing plays a crucial role, especially when it comes to how we manage our liquid intake as dusk approaches. Imagine a hectic day at work, followed by a long evening of social engagements. You might indulge in that enticing cup of herbal tea, seeking warmth and relaxation. However, unbeknownst to you, this seemingly harmless choice might trigger a series of nocturnal awakenings. A soft hum of understanding reminds us that while hydration is vital, awareness of consumption near bedtime is equally vital for a peaceful slumber. Let's reflect on the experiences of others who have navigated these waters. Susan, a busy mother of two, once found herself in a nightly battle against sleep. After chatting with friends, she discovered they too faced similar struggles. Together, they began a light-hearted yet informative group, sharing insights about their nighttime habits. It turned out that a collective shift toward consuming less water and caffeine in the hours before sleep helped each of them reclaim a measure of rest. The exchange fostered not only a deeper bond, but also provided a rich tapestry of wisdom that illuminated the path toward better nights. Fostering such communal support can often spark a light of hope in our individual journeys. By sharing our experiences, we not only learn from one another, but we also find strength in understanding that we are not alone in our struggles. The essence of this shared journey goes beyond individual solutions. It transforms into a collective pathway toward restorative slumber. As we continue, let's explore gentle exercises that can be woven into your evening routine. Take, for example, the practice of mindful breathing. As you settle into your peaceful space for the evening, take a few moments to focus purely on your breath. Inhale slowly through your nose, allowing your abdomen to swell, then exhale gently through your mouth. This simple act calms the mind and signals the body to relax. Incorporating stretches that target the lower back and abdomen can also stimulate bladder function and release tension that may have accumulated during the day. Consider a gentle forward fold, where you allow your upper body to hang over your knees. Feel how gravity encourages a soothing release. With each breath, visualize your bladder, feeling gratitude for its resilience and noting any sensations that arise. This blend of physical awareness and breathwork paves a new pathway to nighttime tranquility. The journey toward restorative sleep is not merely a personal endeavor. It is woven into the fabric of community, understanding, and self-care. Let us embrace the knowledge that altered habits and simple self-awareness can profoundly impact our nights. As we turn the page to our next chapter, this exploration invites us to seek not just answers, but also the beauty in shared experiences that guide us towards serenity. In essence, we are co-pilots on this voyage, committed to uncovering the mysteries of our bodies and crafting a narrative that leads us toward peace and rejuvenation. Through collective insights and mindful practices, we unfurl the map to restful nights, creating spaces for both connection and self-discovery that enrich our overall well-being. The nocturnal tapestry we weave in unity celebrates our pursuit of health, a journey not just toward sleep, but toward a more harmonious existence. In the following chapter, we will delve even deeper, exploring the significance of habits and rituals that precede sleep. By examining the psychological aspects of our nightly routines and how they can either nurture or disrupt our sleep, we will bring yet another layer of understanding to the intricate relationship between body and mind, each thread interwoven with care and intention. Together, let's continue on this path of enlightenment, crafting a life where restful nights are an attainable, cherished reality. As we gather our thoughts and prepare to navigate the uncharted depths of restorative sleep, it's essential to recognize that sleep is not merely a consequence of exhaustion. It is an intricate dance between body and mind, influenced by various rituals and habits surrounding our nightly descent into rest. The moments leading up to sleep are crucial, and our practices can either welcome us into a haven of tranquility or cast shadows of distress over our slumber. Consider, for instance, the ritual of winding down, a practice that many have unknowingly abandoned in the rush of modern life. One vivid example comes from James, a software engineer who spent his days engulfed in code and deadlines. His evenings would blend into a whirlwind of screen time, scrolling through social media feeds while the bright blue light bombarded his senses. Sleep, for him, was a vague notion, often disrupted by fitful tossing and turning, resulting in groggy mornings that felt like an echo of the previous night's struggles. After an enlightening conversation with a mentor who emphasized the importance of evening rituals, James took the first steps toward transformation. He began a ritual that included turning off screens an hour before sleep, replacing the glaring light with soft candlelight and the comforting aroma of lavender essential oil. As he transitioned from chaos to calm, James created an environment that signaled his body it was time for rest. Over weeks, he found his sleep deepening, his awakenings declining. The simple act of stepping away from screens, paired with creating a serene ambiance, turned out to be a lifeline to a world of better sleep and greater well-being. Rituals preceding sleep can take many forms, from reading a cherished book to journaling reflections on the day. Understanding that our minds often race with thoughts and tasks yet to be done helps us recognize the need for a gentle release. Writing, for instance, creates a form of catharsis. It allows worries to morph into ink on the page, releasing their tight grip on our psyche, making room for calm. As we let go of the day's burdens, we prepare our hearts and minds for the sweet surrender of sleep. At the intersection of our physical and emotional realms lies an often overlooked facet, our relationship with our sleeping environment. A bedroom infused with clutter, noise, or harsh lights can create an atmosphere unconducive to deep rest. Picture Sarah, a teacher who loved her vibrant, brightly colored decor. Yet, as cozy as it felt, she frequently found sleep to be elusive. It wasn't until she decided to declutter, creating a sanctuary of soft linens and muted tones, that her environment became a true companion in her journey to restful slumber. The shift not only beautified her space, but transformed it into a cocoon of comfort and tranquility, allowing her sleep to flourish. Additionally, let us not forget the importance of food in our nightly rituals. What we consume in the evening can subtly nudge our bodies toward either sleep or wakefulness. For many, the rich, indulgent meals can spark nighttime disturbances. Yet, with the right choices, we can cultivate a culinary strategy that respects our body's rhythms. Herbal teas, such as chamomile or valerian root, hold soothing properties that promote relaxation and ease tension. Imagine sipping a warm cup, feeling its gentle warmth seep into your being, inviting tranquility to wash over you like a gentle wave. As we delve further into this tapestry of sleep and wellness, let us embrace the cultivation of habits that recognize the delicate balance between body and mind. Fostering an awareness of our evening routines can prove transformative. From the art of mindful breathing to the ritual of creating a serene space, we find tools that empower us to reclaim our nights. The next chapter of our journey beckons us to weave together the strands of physical health and emotional well-being. We will explore how stress and anxiety can interject chaos into our nightly sanctuaries, disrupting the delicate dance of relaxation and prompt, restful sleep. Through strategies that build emotional resilience, we will discover the profound impact of mindfulness practices and the potential they hold to guide us toward peace. Embracing this exploration is not just about remedying sleepless nights. It's about reclaiming the quality of life and weaving moments of joy and serenity into our daily existence. Together, we will illuminate pathways that connect us, encourage us to share our stories, and empower each other to cultivate a restful sleep that enriches every waking moment, a journey that transforms our nights and revitalizes our days. Let us continue onward, stepping boldly into a realm where restful nights become a cherished embrace, a sanctuary we deserve. As we continue our exploration of sleep and its intimate ties to our daily lives, we unearth deeper insights into the often overlooked impact of stress and anxiety on our nightly restfulness. Imagine the feeling of being caught in an endless loop of racing thoughts, where worries swirl in the mind like autumn leaves caught in a tempest. This cycle not only hampers our ability to drift into slumber, but can also lead to physical symptoms that further exacerbate the issue. From increased heart rates to elevated tensions in the body, the effects are pervasive, creating a chasm between our desires for peace and the turmoil that keeps us awake. Take a moment to reflect on Emily, a nurse who dedicated her life to caring for others. Throughout the day, she navigated the emotional landscape of her patients, but when her shift ended, she often found herself lying wide awake, replaying events in her mind long into the night. Despite her exhaustion, sleep eluded her as thoughts of what lay ahead in her demanding job spiraled into an overwhelming wave of anxiety. After months of sleepless nights, Emily sought guidance in a mindfulness-based stress reduction program offered by her workplace. Through gradual training, she learned the art of being present, of turning her focus inward rather than reliving the day's stresses or worrying about tomorrow. The practice of meditation became a soothing balm for her frayed nerves, allowing her to draw back the curtains of her mind and find a moment of clarity before bed. Gradually, she began implementing short, guided meditations into her evening routine, embracing the stillness with open arms instead of surrendering to the constant chatter of her thoughts. The transformative power of mindfulness lies in its simplicity, a gentle reminder that the mind, like the body, can be trained. By anchoring ourselves in the present, we unify our scattered thoughts and create a sanctuary where peaceful dreams can take root. Yet, mindfulness is just one tool in our toolkit. As we delve deeper, let us explore the concept of progressive muscle relaxation. Picture the occupied body settling into stillness as each muscle group is gently encouraged to release tension, starting from the toes and moving all the way up to the forehead. With each deliberate contraction followed by a complete release, the body unwinds like a tightly coiled spring, allowing us the gift of profound relaxation. This technique, remarkably effective, has helped countless individuals, providing them with a way to intentionally sever the ties between mental stress and physical unrest. One evening, after practicing this technique, David, a once restless soul, discovered the serenity that lay hidden within his own body. He realized that by simply acknowledging and working through physical tension, he not only decorated his mind with calm, but also nurtured his body into a realm of comfort and rest. As each muscle relaxed, he found himself effortlessly drifting away to a land where dreams danced, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday. In this kaleidoscope of practices, it's essential to acknowledge that our surroundings play a crucial role in how we navigate the landscape of sleep. Picture the contrast between two rooms, one cluttered with reminders of the day's chaos, and another, a serene haven. A thoughtfully curated sleep environment can become an invitation to rest rather than a battleground. Consider the profound effects of nature sounds or white noise machines. They serve as a gentle backdrop, often encapsulating our beings in layers of serenity. Many people, like Angela, a writer and avid sleeper, have discovered that a simple shift towards softer sounds can drastically transform their nighttime routine. The ambient noise of gentle waves or rustling leaves can drown out the erratic sounds of the outside world and guide the mind into a peaceful lull. Angela often finds herself nestled beneath a canopy of stars, lulled by the symphony of crickets, letting her thoughts dissolve into a vast sea of tranquility. Moreover, it's vital to recognize the influence of nutrition and its relationship with our emotional well-being. The foods we consume can profoundly shape our mental health, impacting everything from brain function to our emotional responses. Incorporating nutrient-dense foods, rich in omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants, can play a significant role in warding off anxiety and promoting an overall sense of calm. Not only are foods like spinach, walnuts, and berries important for our physical well-being, but they also provide a buffet of benefits for the mind. Take a moment to pause and reflect on those midnight cravings that sometimes lead us astray. Late-night snacks can either nurture our need for comfort or ignite chaos within our bodies. It's a delicate balance. Transitioning to lighter options, like a small serving of almonds or a piece of fruit, can satiate those cravings while promoting restorative sleep. No longer is it just about satisfying a craving. It transforms into a nurturing act, fueling the body with ingredients that align with our quest for peace. As we step forward into the next chapter of our pursuit of restorative sleep, let us embrace the understanding that knowledge is power. An awareness of our habits not only aids in cultivating peaceful nights, but also illuminates the corridors of our emotional well-being. Through harnessing the tools of mindfulness, progressive muscle relaxation, and our relationship with food and environment, we inch closer to a world where sleep isn't just a fleeting pleasure, but an integral facet of our lives. In the forthcoming narrative, we will unravel the profound interplay between sleep cycles and emotional resilience. We will navigate the science behind our natural rhythms, how our sleep stages fluctuate, and their connection to emotional clarity. With each revelation, we will enrich our understanding, uncovering how nurturing our well-being through the lens of sleep can create ripples of positivity in every aspect of our lives. This journey toward restful nights is not just about reclaiming sleep. It's about revitalizing our existence, fostering a sense of balance, and enriching each moment we cherish. A shared human experience that celebrates connection, empathy, and the beauty of a restorative slumber. As we continue to navigate the intricate world of sleep and its profound connection to our emotional and physical well-being, we come face to face with a fundamental truth. The quality of our sleep is intricately linked to our sleep cycles. Understanding these cycles is paramount to forging a path toward restful nights and rejuvenated days. Imagine the ebb and flow of a river, sometimes rushing, sometimes gently meandering. Our sleep cycles reveal a similarly dynamic pattern, cycling through various stages throughout the night. On average, an adult will experience 4 to 6 complete cycles of sleep each night, each lasting roughly 90 minutes. These cycles consist of stages that range from light sleep to deep sleep, eventually leading us into the realm of REM, rapid eye movement sleep, often where vivid dreams occur. Inherent in this rhythm is the opportunity for restoration, as each stage serves a unique purpose in sustaining our health. Deep sleep, for instance, is the body's time to undergo physical repair. Hormones are released, energy is replenished, and vital processes are set in motion, all while our minds transition into the restorative embrace of dreams. But what happens when we find ourselves waking frequently? The dance is disrupted, and the harmony of rejuvenation falters. Let's return to Emily, our devoted nurse who embraced mindfulness to combat her sleepless nights. As she honed her practice, she began to notice the stages of her sleep. There was a time when she'd wake up in the early hours of the morning, feeling disoriented, memories of fragmented dreams swirling around, leaving her more exhausted than refreshed. However, armed with her newfound awareness, Emily identified that her late-night anxious thoughts were robbing her of those essential deep sleep stages. By actively engaging in calming practices before bed, she created a fortifying barrier against the chaos that disrupted her journey through the sleep cycles. She learned to embrace her sleep as a priority, noting that nourishing her body's need for proper rest would ultimately enhance not only her days at work, but also her emotional resilience. This shift became a revelation, an empowering realization that she could reclaim control over her nights. Emily took steps to create an evening routine that truly honored her body's rhythms, eliminating caffeine after noon, dimming the lights as bedtime approached, and even engaging in gentle yoga to ease the tension accumulated throughout her day. This personalized ritual helped her fall asleep more readily, allowing her to traverse smoothly through the stages of sleep. The result? A renewal of both energy and spirit. As her nights became more restful, the transformative effect carried her emotionally through the challenges faced in the hospital, where empathy and clarity were her closest allies. The scientific community recognizes this phenomenon, with numerous studies illustrating the relationship between quality sleep and emotional well-being. A well-rested mind is more capable of processing emotions, allowing us to respond to stressors with greater resilience and patience. Conversely, sleep deprivation can lead to increased irritability, impaired decision-making, and heightened anxiety. It's as if the delicate balance of our emotional health pivots around the fulcrum of restful slumber. One particularly intriguing study conducted by neuroscientists highlighted how sleep deprivation affects our ability to manage emotional responses. Participants who underwent a sleepless night exhibited heightened activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing emotions, while demonstrating decreased functionality in the prefrontal cortex, associated with rational thought and decision-making. The findings suggest that when deprived of sleep, we may be more likely to react impulsively, allowing emotions to overpower our reasoning. This insight reinforces just how critical it is to prioritize and cultivate healthy sleep patterns. As we explore deeper into the intersections of rest and emotional resilience, we find that a gentle guide toward quality sleep lies within our reach, particularly through the cultivation of a bedtime ritual that speaks to our needs and unique rhythms. The act of winding down becomes not just a practical necessity, but a sacred time of self-care, a commitment to honor ourselves before we drift into the embrace of sleep. Imagine the soothing energy of a warm bath infused with calming essential oils after a long day, or the embrace of a cherished book that transports you to another world. It's in these small moments that we foster our connection with ourselves, allowing our minds to transition from the clamor of daily life into the serene realm of rest. Consider Lucas, a marketing executive who spent hopping from one high-pressure deadline to the next, punctuated by late nights and early mornings. For him, relaxation meant collapsing on the couch and binging on the latest series. Little did he know that the flickering light from his screen and the harried pace of his evenings obstructed the very tranquility he desired. It wasn't until he created his own evening ritual, meditating with soft music, sipping herbal tea, and journaling about his day, that he truly began to understand the importance of nurturing his mind before sleep. As he navigated through this practice, he realized that journaling provided a space to release the day's residual stress, enabling him to observe and process the emotions he often pushed aside. No longer were the worries of the day festering in his mind. They were embraced and acknowledged, allowing for clarity and peace. Research shows that journaling can significantly decrease anxiety and enhance emotional awareness. By simply writing down our thoughts, we create a tangible pathway for understanding our feelings, which in turn helps promote more profound emotional processing during sleep. As we reach the closing pages of this chapter, the threads connecting sleep, emotional well-being, and our daily practices become increasingly evident. Each interaction we have with our habits influences not just our nights, but the very essence of our days. In the next chapter, we will continue our exploration, turning our gaze towards the role of technology in our modern lives and its ambivalent relationship with sleep. We will examine the implications of blue light exposure and the weight of our digital engagements on our quest for rest. However, amid these influences lies hope, a fusion of technology with wellness that has the potential to guide us toward better sleep. By combining the wisdom of age-old practices with modern insights, we will illuminate a path where balance and restoration reign supreme. Join me as we continue this journey toward reclaiming our nights, stepping boldly into a world where peaceful rest becomes an integral part of our lives, a pursuit that resonates within the depths of our shared human experience, igniting connections while nourishing our spirit.